Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a message from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What is the most important message that the collective needs to hear right now? Spirit, what is the most important message that we need to hear from our crossed over loved ones? We got one. It says, Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. You know, there is so much fear that surrounds us at all times. You know, these commercials on television that make us feel that we're not pretty enough. So you need that CoverGirl or Maybelline, or, you need those eyelashes, or you need, a nose job, or, it's whatever. Or you don't have enough money. You see all these people going on these lavish vacations and all these things. The world is designed by these people in power to continuously get you to consume their products. You take back your power when you disconnect from the matrix. When you no longer feel like, oh, I need to go and, back in the olden days, they didn't give a shit. They didn't even have mirrors. They didn't have to go in and get their, hair done and dyed on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Or a monthly basis, whatever it is. Like, we didn't have back in the olden days all of these things that made you feel as if you needed to do something about yourself. I see, like, with Chiron and Aries now, and it's been there for a while. Look at all these like celebrities who all now look like frogs because they've all gone in. It's almost like they've gone to the same plastic surgeon and they've all gotten their face done and they look ridiculous. Okay? Why is that? Because they've been told in their industry that they don't look good enough or that they're aging, because we've gotten to a place in our world where aging has become a bad thing, that you need to go and get, facelifts, and you need to do all these things, and, these fad diets, and you need to make more money. And, people say, oh, I'm going to buy a home. No, your home is going to buy you. So when I look at, this card, it says act as if you already have it. People can be in a really weird place. And I feel like as a collective, we are all in a very weird place. We're all in between like worlds right now. And there's a lot of fear that's surrounding it. And one thing that I've always noticed is no matter what is going on in our lives, it ends up working out better than you could have ever possibly imagined. But not like, we can ask for a better existence, but while you're asking for a better existence, you need to be willing to let go of anything that is holding you back from that better existence. Even when it comes down to your looks, like, what is it that has been programmed within your own self, maybe from your childhood? I remember one time my mom literally shaved my head to show my sister what was going to happen to her if she didn't start brushing her hair. And you know why my mom said she did it? Is because my sister had prettier hair than I did. Shit you not. Okay? So my whole life, And then always got made fun of because I had really big hair. They used to call me lion head, you know? And then as I got older, like people would pay massive amounts of money to have my hair. You know, I've got a big, beautiful mane of hair, but I was taught in my childhood that that was ugly, you know, and that my sister's hair was so much prettier than mine. Well, now guess what? My sister has massive freaking gray hair, and I don't. And I don't. This is not dyed, right? So, not everything is as it seems. And it's this particular programming that we all have been ingrained with in our lives, whether it was through commercials or television or our family, that we need to have more. I feel like, you know, when I look at this card, no matter what is going on in our lives, our prayers are always being answered. Always. So we almost punish ourselves twice, right? Because things aren't happening fast enough. Why? Because our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are working behind the scenes to make shit happen. We have been programmed with this time, this clock, this calendar that isn't even real. So as the time is, you know, ticking by, you're thinking that this is never going to happen for me. I'm never going to succeed at this thing. And we beat ourselves up because maybe our life doesn't look like someone else's life. I don't want my life to look like anyone else's life. And it's funny because people wouldn't agree with my lifestyle, but I don't care. That's the best part. Why should I punish myself in worrying about how others view me just to put more pressure on myself to live up to an expectation that someone else expects of me? That's not my path. So same with you. You know, you might hear, oh, every one of your friends is out buying houses or buying new cars or having babies. And you're like, wow, you know, I'm not doing any of those things. Well, that's not your path. And I feel like we need to stop worrying about the conditional programming that other people have put on us and that we are putting on ourselves. I feel like it's kind of silly, and that's what Spirit is trying to get across to us right now, is that everything is working out and always has been. Look back to how many times that you have worried about something that's not going to work out, worrying about, oh my God, I'll never find love again, worrying about, oh my God, I'll never find a job that's going to pay me this amount of money, you know, oh, I'll never find something that's going to make me happy. And then all of a sudden, when you least expect it, it literally comes to fruition and you're like, oh my God, why did you spend so much time worrying then? If it all ended up working out, and 9 times out of 10, it works out better than you could have ever imagined, but not how you thought it was going to go down. So I feel like with the collective, we need to get to this place of surrender, get to this place of harmony and balance, you know, enjoying the moment, enjoying the journey. But we don't enjoy the journey. We spend so much time worrying about how we're going to make things happen, what's going to go on when we get there, how is the, you know, instead of just loving every moment about it. It's like when we fall in love, you know, you're so busy trying to put all the pieces together instead of just being in the moment, or you're too busy trying to resist because you fear that you're not lovable, or, you know, this person's going to hurt me, instead of just being in the moment, because instead you're manifesting this individual to do what it is that you fear. So when we fear something, we tell the universe, I don't want to be cheated on. I'm so petrified of being cheated on. Guess what? They're going to send somebody that's going to cheat on you. Right? You know, whatever we fear is going to happen will be reflected back at us. And then Spirit's like, but did you die? You know, but did you die? No, you didn't. I feel like if you've been watching this channel or been part of the spiritual journey for a while, you've got to get to a place of just trusting the process, trusting our spirit guides, angels, ancestors, in knowing that they are guiding us to the people, places, and things that are going to bring us that euphoria. Does that mean that we're no longer going to have lessons in life? Absolutely not. We're always going to have lessons. That's why we're here. But should we fear them? Absolutely not. I'm going to leave that here, you guys, subject to interpretation. Hopefully this reading resonates with you. If it does, give it a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone who gives me a heart in the description box, in the comment box. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, I would be happy to work with you. All my information's in the description box down below. Check me out over on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Love you guys all so much. Take care.